What's going on, nesty besties? How is everybody today? How's the nest feeling today? You feeling good? I'm feeling pretty good. I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday so far. It is Tuesday, right? I think. I don't know. Yeah, it's Tuesday. All right. The days, they run together. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you don't have a moment to look up, it's like, oh, it's trash night. Oh, my owl's looking a little chunky. Let me kind of, there we go. That's more like it. All right. Who do we have in the nest? We've got Ryan. Ryan was first up in the nest today. Welcome, welcome. Kat S is here. Julie Travels. Jennifer Levine. Belle Zebob. Billy's Eyelash. BB True. Sopriona. Mix Joaquin. We've got Mega Omega. Hoot Hoot coming in. Tiny Walnut. Sachi Bell. Kat S. Poison Pettiford, Tali U, Chrissy Cakes, Sachi Bell. I felt like I already said Sachi Bell. Maybe not. Okay. If not, hey, all right. Hi. Great Dane Mom is here. Yeah. All right, we got Gabby G. Catching it live this time. Awesome to see you, Gabby G. Great. Glad you're here. Beachy's here. Hello, beautiful souls. I love that. Anna Lindstrom. Nice to see you for a live stream also. Not your average old lady. Cindy Lou Who Pondu. Jennifer Levine. We already said hi, but hi again. Butterscotch. She loves Tuesdays. Awesome. J.A. All right. Water Lilies in the nest. Aliens in the nest. BB. Lori Compton. Diane Woods. Cherry Berry. All right, everybody. How's it going? I'm glad to see everybody. How am I, Maggie Flowers? If you're talking to me, I'm pretty good. Thanks. I'm pretty good. Thank you. So, So just an update on Nightbot, okay? I'm just letting everyone have access because so if you weren't here the past couple times, basically Nightbot gives me a list every week of the 25 most active chatters on my channel. And I'm realizing that the list constantly evolves. And I have to add each person, they call them a regular, and each regular, I have to add them individually so that they can have access to it. And it's constantly changing, so I'm like, oh, this is too much work. We're just gonna do it for everybody. For everybody. Hey, Rainstorm, there was a mall shooting in Bangkok today? Ooh, okay. We should take a look at that, I guess, huh? All right, so before everyone goes all crazy with the exclamation points, I did change the commands, okay? Because we're adding a lot more that's not just for Chantal. It's going to be for us. It's for us. So I did write some up last night to put on the screen, and the system crashed before I was able to save it, of course. Of course, right? So we've got weather for a lot of major U.S. cities, as well as Toronto, Thailand, of course, Kuwait. I should have UK on there. All right. Well, for times, okay, we have all the time zones, all right? If you don't have the right command, nothing will happen. Nothing happens, so it's not a big deal. So we have all of the time zones for Australia. I mean, you guys have, how many, Australia, what is going on over there? You guys have like 5 or 6 time zones. I'm like, I knew there were at least 4. Then I'm like, oh my, it keeps going. It keeps going and going and going. So if anyone from Australia is in the chat, I would like for you to type exclamation Adelaide. Exclamation point Adelaide. And we'll see if it works. If we have anyone here from Australia, it's the 4th largest group, 4th largest country that watches my channel. Hey, Beck Sassy Bear, go ahead then. Exclamation, or, exclamation Adelaide. And we'll see what happens. I also have all of the U.S. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. Oh, that's the time. Yes, we have the current time in Adelaide, 3:39 a.m. Are you up that late at night, Bex? My goodness. You're in Queensland? Well, which time zone is that in, Bex? Because Australia has like 17 time zones for some reason. Hey, Sir Austin. Where's Queensland? Like what part of Australia? North, south, east, west, central? Insomnia. Okay. We're getting very fancy, everybody. Very, very fancy there in the future. It's pretty cool, huh? 3, right. Do you know what the time zone is called? Or like, where in the country you are? How about let's try. All right, do we have anyone from UK in the chat? Anyone from the UK? Hey, Marwa, nice to see you. Anyone from the UK here? That is the 3rd or second or 3rd largest country that listens to my channel. Fluctuates a little bit. Anyone from the UK here? Anybody? Big Mac. Okay, Big Mac. Type exclamation UK. That's a hard one. Exclamation UK. Whoop whoop. Exactly. Hey, Blondie. Hit that thumbs up. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Human being is in the chat. Yes. You got to do an exclamation, Big Mac, and then UK. There you go, Big Mac. Perfect. All right. Let's see if it's accurate for where you are. 6:11 p.m. Is that accurate? On Tuesday. We also have, of course, for US, we are doing them as East Coast, West Coast, Central, and Mountain. because that's just the easiest. So whatever time zone you're in. Now there is a cooldown period, so if everyone types exclamation East Coast all at once, it's only going to come through one time. Just so we don't have the whole chat filled with time zones for the entire stream. It's accurate? Awesome. Awesome. So it's that time here. Right, Big Mac. That's your time zone. Right. And we also have Kuwait, of course. And for that, we're just going to do exclamation Kuwait time. That's going to give us Kuwait. So Riraku, 10:12 a.m. That's accurate for Pacific, right? So Kuwait, 8:12 p.m. Yeah, okay. And East Coast, 1:12 p.m. Perfect. Yeah, that was a bugs out. It sure was. We got a lot of East Coast, huh? We got a lot of East Coast people. So I'm gonna have a list so that you don't have to remember it, you know. And I did go by major cities. So for Australia, we have Adelaide, Brisbane, Darwin. What else? Adelaide. I have Perth, Sydney, and that's it. And we have UK. We have Thai time. Okay, so THAITIME. So in Thailand right now, it is currently 12. It's just past midnight in Thailand right now. Just past. What am I thinking? I should have put Cairo on there. Oh, so silly. I know, Maro. I was just thinking that. I'm like, how did I not think of that? Seriously. Say what? I'll add it. I'll add it while we're watching one of her videos. Yep, there you go. Now, you can't have any spaces in between, so it's going to be exclamation West Coast all together. There you go, spicy kimchi. That should be you, 1013. Mountain, there you go, mega omega. Yep, 1114. And we also have central, exclamation central. Marwa, I want to know what time it is in Egypt. I want to know. And if you're Central Time, just do exclamation Central. Now, obviously, you know what time it is where you are. But if you are curious, you know, Marwa, I'm adding it. I need to know. Kinda. Yeah, I'm just curious. You know what I'm saying? Because there's that time of year where Egypt only does 6 hours ahead and sometimes 7 hours ahead. It makes it kind of confusing for all of us. Yeah. Yep. And we also have, so we have weather as well, okay? Now, that might be, I'm gonna hold off on those, okay? Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on those, just for now. We'll see how the times work out for this stream, and we'll see how it goes, and then we'll add those in as well. But I'm gonna have like something scrolling across the stream, the bottom of the screen, so you can see, so you don't have to remember it, or you can just like check for yours. And if you just want to know the weather wherever, you can check for that too, anytime in the chat, anytime I'm live. You just look on the Weather Channel app. Well, Wookiee Lover, yes, you can do that as well. You can look at the clock in your room, actually, if you want. Yeah. Okay, so just something, a little extra for the Nesty Besties, because you guys deserve it, obviously. Just for being the best. Now, let me ask you, do you want to do, okay, which first? Oh my gosh, what just happened? Okay. Okay, wow, I thought everything just... Okay, or the current... Okay, so do you want to start with Chantal will celebrate Halloween, or do you want to start with the current live stream, because she appears to still be live? Yeah, she is. She's live still right now. Yeah, we have to represent Africa. I don't know what I was thinking with that, honestly. For real. I only lived there. Okay. Yeah. It'll be easy to add too. It's no big deal. And we can add different time zones in Africa also. What I did for weather is I checked, because you can check in your YouTube studio if you're a creator to see what cities in the world are your highest listeners. And it gives you the number per country of how many people have been listening to you for the last 28 days. And you can do that statistic for the whole year or whatever, right? You can customize it. So I took the top cities in the world who listen to this channel and added them first. All right. Oh, hey, old broad. No, we haven't even gotten started yet. Don't worry about that. Don't you worry. Nope. Okay, so let's add Cairo while you guys are voting in the poll. Do you want to start with the time zone? I mean, the time zone. I'm reading. Do you want to start with her current live stream that she's still on, or do you want to do the Halloween mukbang? Up to you. I think that's right. Have you guys ever heard of the movie Cairo Time? It's terrible. Don't watch it. It's really bad. Okay, Marwa. Okay, Marwa. Okay. If we're going to spam the chat with the time, you guys can go crazy for the next like 15 minutes or so. But I did lessen the cooldown time, so you guys are able to just practice with it. You know, so I assume you'll just you can get it out of your system, right? All right, so Marwa, if you're still in the chat, exclamation Cairo. Yeah, Minka, it's not disrespectful in the least. Not at all. Not at all. Not in the least. It's not. People have a dominant hand, you know? Mm-hmm. Not a bad thing. There you go, Marwa. That's going to give us the current time in Cairo. Oh, 7:19 p.m. Okay. Okay. I love it, Billy's eyelash. LOSER. Can you add emojis? That's awesome. I love it. We're coming up to the 1-year Kuwait anniversary. Yes, we are. And Salah's birthday is tomorrow. I'm already preparing for Salah's birthday. It's wrong. No way. So what it's saying, it's 6 hours ahead. Are you guys 7 hours ahead right now? Why does it change like that in the middle of the year? I don't expect you to know. Because you're on summertime, right? Wow, interesting. All right. Isn't that bizarre? I mean, Egypt truly just does its own thing. It truly does. So yeah, I have been preparing all morning for Salah's birthday tomorrow. So we're going to have like its own special screen just for Salah. I'm still working on it, but I have most of it done. I think it's beautiful personally. I don't know if he'll like it. He'll just tell me to calm my tits, but they're calm. They're already calm. They are. Will there be a first anniversary? With footage from the wedding, we could. We could actually do a retro react to my video. Are they really married? We could definitely do that. That would be an excellent way to celebrate their anniversary. Does Chantal know? Yes, she does. She said it today, too. Yep. Hey, Raccoon, Egypt is its own animal. So anything that applies in the U.S. does not apply to Egypt. For real. Sometimes it's 6 hours ahead, and sometimes it's 7 hours ahead from East Coast. It's always been like that. And it has nothing to do with the time change in the States. Nothing. It doesn't happen at the same time. So. Mm-hmm. You use that phrase a lot, and Celeste ruined it. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got a black screen, right? should be back. Yep, okay, we're back now. All right. So if you haven't been listening for the past few days, the software that I'm using does occasionally make the screen go black. However, you can still hear me. And out of all of the streaming platforms I've tried, this is the least glitchy. And that's the only problem that it has. So for now, I'm sticking with it. Others were just booting me off entirely, and I'd be mid-sentence, and it would just be like, where is she? Yeah. Calm tits are ready to suck it. Awesome. We love it. Please, can your owl icon wear a Travolta jacket and a hat for the... A Travolta jacket? Oh my gosh, you're right. The white jacket. You guys are so creative. I already had an idea for owl, but I like that one better. I do. Too funny. There's quite a few different countries that do that at different times of the year from everyone, or random countries, or at the same time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Egypt, do your thing. It will. It will. Hey, Jinx journalist. Grateful Little Farm and a party hat. Yep, party hat is in progress. Okay, how many people do we have voting? We have 106. That's more. That's almost half. So well, and it's like half and half too. We'll wait for the 107th vote. Then we'll be exactly 50% of the audience, and we'll see which way. Well, now we have more viewers. 108 votes. All right, so it's current live stream. Is 55% have voted for the current live stream. Well, 54% when I end it. Okay, so let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go there. Let me see if she's still live.
I don't always feel like going out.
Jeez, she's something, huh? All right. Let's get that ready. She did say earlier, and I have not listened to most of this because I was working so hard for Salah's birthday party that I didn't even know that she was live. I missed the notification. So I don't even know what she's been talking about. So this will be good. This will be good. All right, let's bring her up. I don't always feel like going out. Right, exactly. Like, oh. There we are. Move Mr. Owl. There we go.
To get a meal either. Like, I like to order in a lot too.
Mm-hmm, we know.
I don't feel like walking around for street food every day. You know? Bees in for almost 3. I know, it's been a while. Yeah, it's fun. I was only planning on being on for an hour, like I said. I'm like, oh, I'm just so tired, but now I'm like kind of getting a second wind.
There are 424 people watching her right now.
No.
For a snack, I do.
What do you want? This thing.
Maybe a toasted cheese.
Do you want to go to 7-Eleven?
Yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Should I wait to get off then? Or should I get off?
Exactly, Chrissy Cakes.
Do you guys want to eat cheese toasty?
Well, we're not the ones eating that. So she should get off and share the time with other creators. Agree. She's hogging all of the bandwidth. I mean, really, how selfish.
The first anniversary is usually pretty important to most people. Yeah, for sure. We know our date and everything. We just don't share it. We keep a lot of our life private, and I think that's what people like freak out over, that I'm not so open anymore, you know? But
Yes, thank you so much, and good night.
yeah, Black's Chaos, thank you. Have a good day. Thanks for coming. Of course there's going to be speculation because we don't talk about these things, you know, at all.
Someone told her earlier that she looks sick and unhealthy.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you want to think we're not married, it's okay. Yeah. Who cares? Whatever.
Everything the haters say it, totally wrong.
Wrong. Yeah, we just laugh. Or spend a lot of the time if we see something like that's so stupid.
Just laugh at them.
So dumb. Oh my god. Right, babe?
I love you, Chantal.
Akid, Yani.
Tanya Schultz, welcome to the nest. Everybody scooch over a little bit. Tanya Schultz is coming into the nest. Welcome, welcome.
So, should I get off?
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so, guys.
Be a long time now.
7-Eleven pizza has all the white slices here have pork on them. Yay. Cheese toasties. Have a wonderful B-Day, Salah. I hope you get some cake. Get yourself
a genie cake.
get yourself a birthday cake.
A cheesecake.
You have a piece in the fridge.
I know. Must be a whole cheesecake.
I kind of want to show them the
The bakery?
no, I want to show them some snacks from 7-Eleven. I already did it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted to show them the Lulu.
You have Lulu in Kuwait. We've
Yeah.
seen that too.
I think we still have one.
No.
Show us food.
Oh,
Show
no,
us
we
the
ate them
country.
all.
Oh, okay.
Fridge tour. Do you want a fridge tour? A mini fridge tour.
Yes.
Chicken pasta with salad and garlic bread. Yum. Yes, Ghostface. Me neither. It is Salah's birthday, Bam. Yes. October 4th here. Thanks, cornbread. I turned 51 on Saturday. You guys are young whippersnappers. Well, I don't think so, Jenny. I feel expired, but whatever. Kidding. Thanks. I mean, whatever. Age is really just a number. It really is. I used to like it. It really is. I believe that now more than ever.
Oh, Jenny P. Happy birthday for you as well.
Yeah. Oh, whose birthday? Jenny Peace?
On Saturday.
Oh, on Saturday. Ah, I'm sure I'll be live before then.
I think happy late birthday, right?
But no, that would be if it already passed. That would be late birthday.
Yeah, happy late birthday.
Happy for future birthday, I think.
No, last one or next week.
Last would mean like it already happened. Her birthday already happened? No,
Yeah.
it's oh, happy belated.
Okay.
Happy late birthday, yeah. Yeah, belated or late. It's Mean Girls Day, October 3rd here. What's the date today? It's October 3rd.
Margie, I agree with you. She looks terrible, like she's overdue a serious health episode. I am shocked that there hasn't been one yet. I am shocked. Like, she must have already taken a trip to the hospital while she's been there. She must have. I can't imagine how she's not having serious problems right now. Very serious.
Mean Girls Day. Yeah, it is Yellow Moon. Everyone always posts it everywhere. I missed some comments. Vanessa, hi! Beezer spray. It's being taken care of. Where's all your channel members? What do you mean, where's all my channel members? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, where are they? Katie, if your screen is fuzzy, you should have, if you're on mobile, this little settings thing will be up at the top right. If you're on desktop, it's right here. And you just want to go to quality and then select whatever. I should be streaming in 1080. That's going to be much more clear. Much more clear. Cowboy Dog thinks she had a serious health episode the day before she started the water fast in Kuwait. Right, something definitely panicked her. I think. Yeah. Like, oh, shoot, I gotta do something. I have to do something here. I agree. Or he was just like, look, I'm not gonna have a wife that can't do anything. Literally can't do anything. Except sit and eat. And she got scared from that. Something scared her right before that water fast. I agree. Totally. Yeah, we don't see any channel members. We can't even tell if the mods are because they're in blue, like Golden Girl and Teardrop, you know?
Like, I don't keep track of people like they do about me, you know? I don't beg people to be here. If you don't want to be here, then you don't want to be here.
Thank you, Yellow Moon.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you. Shukran Jazilan. Anyway.
Katie.
Shukran Afwan.
Oh, what happened there? Okay. What? Katie, if you back it down to 720, it should be, you won't be buffering. What just happened here? That was weird. Okay.
Have you guys heard anything about turning off phones tomorrow if female or that's all like globally or just for US? Anyway, I'm gonna go. Stay tuned for our couples vlog. Mean girls are mean every day. Yeah, don't we know it? I guess that's it for my video, for my live stream. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes for Salah. And
Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
yes.
Appreciate it for sure.
That's about it, yeah. I don't have anything else, and I'm kind of tired, so. Alright. Yeah, sure, Karina. I do want to kind of visit down there and see, like, things, the different places everywhere. Dawn Marie! Bye! Bam. Bye, all. Have a good night. Okay, so yeah, stay tuned for our vlog, which will take me forever to edit, but when I'm done...
Forever.
Forever! Oh my gosh. Bye-bye. Bye!
Good night, guys.
Good night,
See you
guys.
tomorrow.
See you. Bye!
Okay, happy couple. Okay. So what we can do, all right, we can watch the mukbang where she discusses Halloween and come back to the live stream, and then the live chat might be loaded so that we can watch it in time with her stream. Because if we do it right now, the chat's not going to be available. So I'll leave that up to you guys if you think we need the chat or not. We can just restart it. So you guys let me know. She used to get super chats, yeah, Gabby G, because she used to always have her chats on members only, like not even subscribers, members. You had to pay to chat with her. Can you imagine? You had to pay, and she had plenty of people, and she had regulars, like real, like loyal regulars that were paying, that were showing up all the time. Okay, we'll wait for the chat. All right, we'll go over to the mukbang then. Okay. And yes, so if you wanted to say something, even if it was something snarky, you had to send a super chat to get it through to her. Because as a regular subscriber or viewer, you couldn't send anything to her, but a super chat will go through. And even then, if she didn't like it, she would just delete it, but she still gets the money. So yeah, she used to get super chats, yeah. For mostly, I think, for that reason. Because the Beezers were already paying a monthly fee for the privilege of chatting with her. So, you know, I'm sure some sent them anyway. Because, you know, she's such a goddess. You know, I'm sure they did. All right, then. Let's go
I've been getting so many.
Let's go into Halloween time, then. And, what do you guys... Let me... Just out of, like, basic knowledge. You know, I don't expect you to know either way. I'm just curious before we get started on this. Do you believe that Muslims celebrate Halloween? Do you believe that we are able to celebrate Halloween? I'm curious. And it doesn't matter if it's wrong or right. Just a yes or no would be fine. Do you think Muslims are able to celebrate Halloween if they want to? Just want to get an idea of where everyone currently is. And I expect wrong answers, so don't worry about it, because you guys don't know. You may not know. A lot of people don't know. We got a no, we got a hell no, we got a 30%. 30%. No, Serbs don't either. Okay. Well, there are Muslims in Serbia. Yeah. Right? I believe. Of course, human being. Muslims can answer the question. Sure. Yeah. Okay, Jennifer Levine says yes. Okay. It should be a personal choice, says Kat. All right. Mega Omega, I'm going to say it's complicated. Okay. But celebrating Halloween seems a no-no to me, says Margie. Christians don't celebrate Halloween, Belzebub says. Okay. It's a personal choice. No wrong way to be in your religion because it's between you and the maker. Okay. Julie Travels says yes. I'd say probably not encouraged. From what I learned, no, you don't. Also, no, 100%. Okay. Only if they are smoking while celebrating. Though there's a difference between can and approved. Sure. It is a pagan holiday. Yep. Mm-hmm. And of course, I have information from an imam and one school of fiqh, which I've gone over in past videos. It has to do with, well, in all schools of fiqh, jurisprudence, there is one thought about Halloween. So there isn't any controversy about this subject like there are with other things. Okay, so we'll get started on watching her video, and then when we get to the Halloween part, we'll get into it. How does that sound? All right, let's do it. I think she did change the title of this video, because when I first saw the notification, I think it said Halloween in it, and then it's been changed to Arabic halal food in Bangkok, Thailand. Is it good? And then there was another notification that just said October 3. So I don't know. Such a balance with the owl, you know? Like, I don't want him pudgy, but I want him realistic, you know? But I don't want him, like, sculpted and thin, because he's an owl. You know, he should look how he looks, you know? Best people I know, they were awesome Muslimin. Okay, nice. I had a Muslim boss when I worked at a pharmacy, and he still decorated and gave treats. Okay. Looks like hospital food. It does, doesn't it? With this tray? I don't know what's up with that. I really don't. Let's get past that intro. I mean, it's nice to see a new intro, but I'm already tired of it. Okay, let's go. Oh, do we, should be good.
Generic thing you can say, but whatever. So today we chose to take a risk and order Arabic food, and I'm not gonna lie, like, you know, alhamdulillah, we're very grateful for the food, but comparing to what we're used to in the Middle East, this is very expensive and the portions are quite pathetic. And in comparison to what we're used to for the price
the portions are pathetic. She said the portions are pathetic. Yeah, if you're getting one serving, like what's considered a serving, that's what a serving is supposed to be, Chantal. Just because you've been eating meals for 4 doesn't mean that that is a proper serving. You are being given a serving for one person, one meal.
Okay. But, and also it took forever to get here, but whatever, let's just eat. I'm so hungry, like we haven't eaten in forever, literally forever, like I'm not joking about that. It's been a little while, so right now I'm just like thinking of eating. But anyway, I want to say welcome back, and so we're having some pita bread, some fries, pickles, chicken shawarma, toom, which is garlic sauce, labna, which is a sauce made out of fermented yogurt. It's like a cream cheese flavor and consistency, and my all you need.
It's not a cream cheese flavor. I don't know. It's like the ketchup on everything thing. I don't think she has taste buds left. It doesn't taste like cream cheese. I don't know.
Vegetable and fruit juice. Which, yes, I saw a couple of people mention, like, it's like a V8. Yeah, I guess V8 has those, like, fruit and vegetable ones, but... Oh, and starring in the show today also, we have 2 different kinds of ketchups. This one, I don't know where it came from. I think some package of chips in 7-Eleven, and then we have some McDonald's. So, yeah.
Starring in the show today, 2 packets of ketchup. Starring in the show today? Yikes.
Let's dig in. Bismillah.
Okay.
Some ketchup for the fries. This is how I eat my fries. If you judge me, whatever.
That's not how she eats her fries. We've been watching her eat fries for years now. She's never eaten fries like that I've seen. But whatever. Whatever. Definitely not cream cheese at all, says Jinx journalist. The fries always look sad in these meals. Glycolic moment. Yeah, they always do. It doesn't matter if she's in Thailand, in Kuwait, anywhere. They always look under-fried and soggy. Always. You never see her have like a French fry that's like, if she picks it up and it's stiff, like it's crunchy, freshly fried. No. They're always these soggy, pale fries. Maybe she orders them like that. You know, it's possible. Because how is that every single time she gets sad fries? Why?
All right, I want to try the laudanum so bad. I've been craving it. Now I know the Arabic food I'm complaining is not going. It's going to be expensive in a place where like it's like here, Thailand. You know, it's not the Middle East. Just like here, the Thai food is going to be cheaper but more expensive in another place. You know. All right, the bread is pretty fresh, but you can tell it's from a package. But whatever.
You can tell the bread is from a package. You know, Chantal really just likes everything whole grain, whole foods, fresh from the farm fresh, locally grown. That's the type of meal she likes. This came from a bag. This is very much like, this is not her thing. She wants all natural whole foods. And look at this. It's from a bag. What a shame.
Bread sniffing. Pita bread, I love it. Pita bread gets a 7.5 on the bread sniff scale. All right, let's try. It has olive oil drizzled on top.
Now, if being a food channel, right, it's okay to have a bread sniff scale. You can have any kind of scale you want, you know? But why don't you let us know what's the scale? She gave it a rating. What's the low end and what's the high end? What do you use to determine what the rating is for the bread sniff scale? You know, just throwing random stuff out there. Seriously. Like, oh, it's a 6 point, whatever she just said. I don't even, 7.5 or whatever. Well, what's the top end of the scale? A 10, a 20, 100? And what does the low end mean? That it's stale? That it's what? Explain your food channel. What's it supposed to smell like? What are you hoping it to smell like? What does it smell like? We get a number. A number. Okay.
I would like some za'atar, but here we go. Beep, beep. Very tangy. My gosh, I'm sorry, we had a technical...
I'm so glad she left that in. I'm so glad. I'm so glad she left that in. I love it.
My gosh, I'm
Did
sorry.
that really fall, though? Oh my god. Did that really fall? I can't wait for the replay. I gotta go back and look. Did that actually fall? Or did he, like, kind of push it on her? You know what I mean? Almost looked like it was pushed. Like, we're gonna have to just go back and actually, let's go even slower. It won't take long, don't worry. Well, if we need to launch an investigation, we'll do it later. Don't worry. Okay. So the lighting is very strong. She has a serious shadow behind her, which is pretty distracting, actually. It actually affected my thumbnail. I had to keep adjusting because normally I crank up the contrast, but it made the shadow even more visible. Here we go. All right. See what I'm saying? Whoa. Okay, do you see, like, all right, we'll do an investigation later because I'm already like, what? It's like the angle that it's coming from. It looks like. Chip Chop, who you talking to? I know some people talk in the chat as if they're speaking directly to Chantal, so I don't know if that's what you're doing. You can let me know though. But it looks like it would kind of like it gradually came over and then it fell. So is it on a tripod? You see what I'm saying? No, yeah, I guess it did fall. Did you see her eyes closed? She was like, oh. Okay, all right, let's go back.
My gosh, I'm sorry. We had a technical malfunction. Everything was like set up makeshift. Like we had, for ring light, we're using the flash of another phone and like, just fell everywhere. I have to start realizing that I am like, if I'm a content creator, I need to start bringing my like package, like filming package. But
you think so? I mean, if you're gonna do your job outside of your apartment, yeah, you got to bring the equipment that you need to do your job. This is why she wouldn't be able to have a regular job in the real world. She doesn't show up prepared for work. She's taking a month in a different country and doesn't bother to even bring. She has a ring light that goes over the phone. She has one of those. I've seen it. Did she not bring that? Maybe it's not bright enough. Like, I wouldn't expect her to bring her, like, I have a ring light that's on a tripod. I wouldn't bring that traveling. No way. No way. But I would make sure I had sufficient lighting. Even if I had to buy a couple of lamps in Thailand just to put around when I'm filming, you know, I would do that. I'm coming to realize on my channel that I actually need to be prepared when I make videos. Oh, that's good. That's good.
I hate traveling with too many things, and I know we're going home with a lot of things, but still. Okay, so I miss the tangy creaminess of labna. A pickle. Alright, let's try shawarma. They give you garlic, so we're gonna try that.
Right, she bought bath mats. Exactly, Kat. You bought bath mats that you don't even need right now. But you couldn't just pick up a cheap lamp someplace? Like, you know those like outdoor markets and everything outside of tourist areas? You're going to be able to pick up a cheap lamp. You absolutely can. I mean, okay. Yeah, she's got bath mats. She's ready for a bath, but not for work. Yeah. Chantal is in a city. She can easily find a mobile ring light. True that. Right. Exactly, Mix Joaquin. Exactly. She doesn't. Right. Exactly.
I love the spices they use for shawarma. Pickled turnip. That's probably the best pickled turnip I ever had. I gotta have Salah try one.
Food just fell in her lap, Katie. Yeah, we definitely have to go back and watch in slow
Turnip I ever had. I gotta have Salah try one.
I probably didn't go back far enough. That's okay. We'll go back after. Definitely.
So,
what is that? What was that?
ketchup.
Did she think that she was flashing us? What was that little overlay?
Sorry, I'm wolfing it.
Was she showing cleavage? You better calm your tits, madam. Your husband's not going to like that. He tells us to calm our tits. I don't think he's going to want your tits.
Sorry, I'm wolfing it down, but
I don't know. Just saying.
I was hungry.
Yeah, we'll go back and watch the food falling, of course. I'll probably make a video out of it. Now look at this little graphics she puts
I
on.
don't even know if I have things to talk about because honestly,
You don't have anything to talk
I'm
about.
gonna try making
ever.
a labneh sandwich.
You're boring. It's so unappealing. Shoves it in.
So labneh to me tastes like a mix between
I probably didn't go
like
back
sour
far
cream,
enough. That's
yogurt,
okay.
like Greek yogurt, and cream cheese.
Okay. It tastes nothing like cream cheese. I would never think of that word to use. Words. That's right, Lady J.
It's got more of a tang than cream cheese. Like it's got that yogurt tang. It's made with fermented yogurt, I believe. Dry yogurt. Sorry. It's the same stuff they make mansaf with.
I love how she uses her teeth as a knife.
Good.
I don't have a knife, guys. Yeah, you've been there for a month. Still don't have a knife.
Some pickled turnips, I find they taste strange.
Oh yeah, if you need a
Maybe
sports
the preservative
bra,
they put
let
in
me
them,
know.
but this one is like yummy.
Yummy. If you need a sports bra, please let me know. Salah does want everyone's to be very calm. And I realize, some of us have, they're not always calm. And so I am providing sports bras to all the nesties. I mean, everybody, okay? You can pick the color. Sizes are getting a little bit limited. So, just be sure to put your order in. I do have most colors, whatever you want, really. And I'm ordering tie-dye also. So I think we got everyone covered.
So
Marwa, ooh, pretty. You had to use duct
I
tape.
guess I'll talk a bit about. I have been wanting to talk about
Do what you gotta do.
Halloween
Oh,
because
here we go.
I've been getting so many comments like, "This is going to be your first time away where you don't have to celebrate Halloween." For those of you who are new, I'm from Canada, and maybe not even a year ago, last February, I moved to Kuwait
There's nobody new in the audience, Chantal.
because I'm married now. I got married to a man who lives in Kuwait. So
You're hoarding poison pettifor? The sports bras? I think they should be given out freely.
I'm usually a huge Halloween enthusiast.
Salah has made that request. We know, Lady J. We know.
And this year I won't be in Canada to celebrate.
She's a Halloween enthusiast. She
People are
said.
wondering how that is affecting me, and that's fair. It does sort of. I do miss it. I think even though I'm a Muslim revert, I'm still learning. I'm still reading the Quran, the Hadiths. I'm still really having struggles with changing things in me that maybe are makruh or looked down upon in.
Okay, so this confirms to me that she did watch it. I mean, it really does. That she watched my video on is eating live shrimp, halal, haram, whatever. And I did look it up. So I did a video on that, a whole video, just to answer that question for the community. And it is considered, there are many, please go watch it if you have any interest in halal haram. It's halal haram, it's haram. It's not black and white for a lot of things. And it's not up to me or anyone in this community to judge whether something is halal or haram. We're people, we're regular people. So makruh is something that is not quite haram. There are many levels of halal, essentially. So it's disliked. Ever since I put out the video, she's been saying makruh, which I think she's trying to say makruh. I think that's what she's trying to say. So she says, you know, oh, whether it's makra or whatever, this is so fundamental of as a Muslim, whether you're a revert or not, that you really need to grasp early on. Because these are the fundamentals. These are the fundamentals. And just throwing out this makra as if it's, there are many levels. There are many levels. That just happens to be one of them. And we talked about that with the shrimp. So for her to even use that term, I know that she saw it. And we can watch that quickly right after this if you would like. It might help to explain a few things and why no one in this community really needs to be labeling anything in Islam, period. It's not their place. Not my place.
Islam. I'm still having trouble, you know, eradicating or getting used to this new life. Celebrating Halloween, I think, is fine as long as you're not using it to like worship the devil.
And she didn't even bother to do, of course, like with everything, you know, it doesn't bother to do even the smallest Google search. Celebrating Halloween is fine as long as you're not worshiping the devil. Is Chantal, Sheikha Chantal is giving her ruling on Halloween and telling us that she does intend to celebrate. And how foolish she sounds, and I'm going to give you exactly, you know, I'm going to give you everything about this, okay? But hearing her say that is just as foolish as hearing other creators in this community say what is halal and what is haram.
So, I think I have to find a balance, like from culturally my old way of life, you know, when I was in Canada, and it's part of my identity, you know, and the new culture I'm living in now. I have to say, I'm gonna find a way to celebrate Halloween. We'll see. Maybe there is a store. I think there's a costume store. It's probably no spirit Halloween. I can buy a pumpkin. We'll see. Because religion and culture are different. Most people in Kuwait have been brought up.
She keeps putting little graphics over. I don't know if like she's exposing herself somewhat and she's trying to cover it with that. I don't know. What's up, Marwa? What's up? She said, wait a minute. She didn't even bother showing us Halloween decoration. Yeah.
Following both culture and religion the same. You know, their culture is very heavily developed on Sharia law or Islam law.
Sorry, I have to hear that again.
Following both culture and religion the same. You know, their culture is very heavily developed on Sharia law or Islam law. Canada, no. You know, so culturally, I'm from a country that's very open.
So is this what she's saying, that she's from a culture that celebrates Halloween, therefore it's okay for her to? Is that what she's saying?
With lifestyle. I gave my other shawarma to Solo. I can't eat something and like not share it. Like at least offer a piece, you know. He does the same to me, but I refused. He's eating a lamb, just not in the mood. But yeah, the price difference, of course, Middle East and here, very different. And I understand it, but at the same time, I'm kind of just like over it. I can't wait to be back with, you know, the good food. Anyway, so that's just as I was saying, how we give each other always a bite of food. He knows I love the peppers and tomatoes. They grill these vegetables and some rice. Thanks, babe. I'm gonna put that on the rice and see. These peppers are hot. I love them. This grilled tomato. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. One more time, we're gonna celebrate. Okay, well anyways guys, that's it for now. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for having dinner with me and just listening to me chat. Like I said, I just like to eat and chat. That's it. It's a social thing for me. Anyways guys, we'll see you in the next video. If you haven't checked out our couples vlog, or
It's a social thing for her. It's social. Okay, there's literally okay. You're not talking to anybody. All right. So. I just gave you a sneak peek of Salah's birthday. Oops. Okay, we got a black screen. Hold on. I'm coming right back. Okay, we're back. We're back. Okay. All right, here's my fall scene. Okay, I do like candy corn. I do. I don't mind it at all. It's made with corn syrup, not gelatin. Okay. All right. Thank you, Poison Pettifor. I thought you might like that. Yeah. All right. Here's some information that I have about Halloween, okay? The question, okay? And this is in the Hanafi fiqh. I do have a video on madhab, fiqh. And a noodle, I am Muslim, but I absolutely love Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I was an immigrant kid, and it was the only thing out of all the Western holidays that we were allowed to participate in. Okay, all right. Okay, so the question: is Halloween permissible to celebrate? And this was answered by Sheikh Ibrahim Desai. Please explain in light of Hadith and Quran. Okay, this is a scholar who's answering this question. This is not Sheikh Chantal. Okay, as far as I know, she's not studying to be an imam or a sheikh or anything. As far as I know, I mean, okay. So answer: in the name of Allah, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And this is just peace and blessings be upon you. It's, enjoy the stuff floating around because, we're going to go into it a little bit. This isn't just a quick answer. It almost never is. The origin of Halloween can be traced to an ancient pagan festival known as Samhain. Now, I know we have pagans in the chat, so feel free. This is your time to jump in. This is your topic. Jump in if there's anything that you would like to correct or clarify or any of that, okay? Pagans, I'm calling out to you, all right? This is your time. I mean, it's, you're always free to chat, obviously, but like this topic, okay? All right? Okay. It's been traced back to the ancient pagan festival known as Samhain, celebrated by Celtic people over 2,000 years ago. Okay, Samhain is the correct pronunciation? Okay, Samhain. Samhain. Okay. And actually, the sheikh says pronounced Samhain. Samhain? Okay, so, all right, cool. By the 9th century, the influence of Christianity has spread into Celtic lands, where it gradually blended with and supplanted the older Celtic rites. So you're learning a little bit about pagan holidays as well. Cool, huh? I love it. It is widely believed today that the church was attempting to replace the Celtic Festival of the Dead with a related but church-sanctioned holiday. David Scull, an American cultural historian, states it was a calculated move on the part of the church to bring more people into the fold. Colonization, says Poison Pettifor. Okay. Trick-or-treating, one of the main activities of Halloween, dates back to souling, and that's Souling. Yes, absolutely. Yes, please chime in, for sure. This isn't just like, we only discussed Islam here. No, all religions are welcome. All religions are welcome to speak up. And yes, absolutely. Please do. Because you're going to know more about this than I do. Poor people would visit the houses of wealthier families and receive pastries called soul cakes in exchange for a promise to pray for the souls of the homeowner's dead relatives. The practice was later taken up by children who would go from door to door asking for gifts such as food, money, and ale. Ooh, ale as in beer? Okay. Just checking the chat to see if we have anything we need to... Okay, Rebel says, Christianity had to adapt pagan holidays, otherwise they'd never have gotten us to accept Christianity. Even Christmas is pagan in origin. Interesting, huh? How they did that? Very interesting. Okay. The early Celts or Celts, however you wish to pronounce, would also dress up in masks and costumes, symbolizing the evil spirits in an attempt to please them. The costumes were also used in an effort to blend in with the evil spirits, as to not be singled out and haunted for the coming year. Spending. Halloween is a $1 billion holiday, second only to Christmas. According to a survey conducted by the NRF, it doesn't say what the NRF is, the total spending for Halloween 2016 is expected to reach $8.4 billion US. Oh my God. U.S. consumers are expected to spend an average of $82.93, up from last year, which was 2015 when this was written, $74.34, with more than 171 million Americans planning to partake in Halloween festivities this year. Religious perspectives. Okay, here we go. Islam is not the only religion which rejects this holiday. It is also oppressed by the Jehovah's Witnesses, Jews, and Hindus. Although we do not require validation from other religions, their rejection of this holiday also proves how sacrilegious it is. Check in the chat for anything we need to clarify. Speak up if you feel the need, if you want to, if you just want to add your 2 cents. Okay, Emily B. They tried to replace it with All Saint Day, where souling is from. Dressing up is traditionally intended as disguising ourselves from evil spirits. Okay. Okay. They used to carve turnips, not pumpkins. Interesting. Also, Seventh-day Adventists do not celebrate as well. That makes a lot of sense, Mrs. Dinglepants. Yes. Yes. I'm sure there are others even, too. It's probably related to the end of the harvest. Hey, filthy animal. Okay. Here is the Islamic perspective. Celebrating Halloween in any form is impermissible, not permitted, and against the teachings of Islam. That is not a gray area in Islam. Rasulullah, which is the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "The one who imitates any people is amongst them." The famous Sahaba Abdullah ibn Amr adds, "Whoever resides in the lands of the non-Arabs and then celebrates their religious occasions and emulates their practices and thereafter dies in such a condition shall be raised with them on the day of judgment." That sits very heavy in my soul. So basically, if you're participating in Halloween, it's not okay. It's not permissible. And this really outlines how serious it is for Muslims not to participate in any part of it. That you will be considered of the people who celebrate Halloween. And if you should die after you do, you're going to be raised with those people and not with the Muslims, which means a lot to us. Islam strongly forbids Muslims from wasting their wealth and involving themselves in futile acts. Conclusion. Virtually all Halloween traditions are based either in ancient pagan culture or in Christianity. From an Islamic point of view, they are all forms of idolatry. In Arabic, we call that shirk. As Muslims, our celebrations should be ones that honor and uphold our faith and beliefs. We should not participate or condone such evil customs as Halloween. It is the duty of every Muslim parent to educate their children to refrain from practicing falsehood and not to imitate others in their futile customs and festivals. If the children are taught to be proud of their Islamic heritage, they themselves will, if Allah wills it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, abstain from Halloween and other non-beneficial celebrations. And Allah knows best. So this has been, now not only did a scholar answer this question, but it has been checked and approved by a mufti. So we have Saad Hik, which looks like wrote the answer. There's a student, Darul Ifta from New Jersey, and it has been checked and approved by a mufti, Mufti Ibrahim Desai. So there are 3 people who check over this answer to make sure that it is publishable, that it is all correct in every way. There is no gray area with this. None at all. None. That's the answer. So where she's saying, oh, but I still like to do this, I like to do that. Okay. And like some people said earlier, do you think it's approved? It's a personal choice. We do have free will on this earth. We do have free will. We can do what we want. If we're trying to follow the teachings of Islam, we should not be. Jinx Journalist, it actually said it I'll read it again. It's very, it weighs heavy on my soul to read it, like the consequence of that. Now, let me say that before I read that again. Let me just say, I grew up Catholic. I've dressed up for Halloween. I've gone to parties. I've given out candy. I've asked for candy. I understand. But I also understand that it's not a cultural holiday. It does have its origins as a religious holiday that is not my religion. And no part of it in Islam is considered harmless, really. So here's the punishment, you could say. And yeah, let me just read that. Whoever resides in the lands of the non-Arabs. So this was written, this was written a while ago. So, in the West, let's say in the West, where Halloween is celebrated, Europe, the States, wherever Halloween is celebrated, not studied, wherever it's celebrated, okay? If you live in a place where it's celebrated and you celebrate these religious occasions that are celebrated, in countries like Halloween, for example, and you emulate the practices. So you dress up for Halloween, you give out candy, you put up decorations of skulls and different things and orange lights, okay? If you do that and then you die after doing that, which everyone dies, when the day of judgment comes, because we believe after we die, there will be a day of judgment when everyone is raised from their graves for judgment. And it's saying that if you participate in Halloween, you are of those people who participate in Halloween. On the day of judgment, you will not be raised with the other Muslims. You will be raised with those who celebrate Halloween. So it's serious. That's very serious for Muslims. Very serious. You just got an ad for Halloween Haven, Kimber. That's funny. Okay, so, and like I said, I've celebrated Halloween. I don't anymore. I don't even acknowledge the holiday whatsoever. And it doesn't bother me, and it doesn't affect me or offend me that other people do celebrate it. Truly, what's my religion is my religion, and what's yours is yours. So, I got a black screen. Let me... Okay, we should be back. All right, we're back. So, yeah, I just want to make it clear that I don't care if Halloween is celebrated at my workplace, if people are giving out candy on my street, which they do, that there are kids walking around in costumes. It literally has no effect on me whatsoever. Just like people celebrating Hanukkah. Like, I'm happy for you. Enjoy your celebration. I don't celebrate it, but it doesn't bother me that other people do. That's how I see Halloween pretty much also. Like, I don't care what other people do. That's it. But it's very clear. It's very clear. And that's an answer from a scholar. So let me hit the chat and see what's going on in here. Okay. Same but different as Jehovah's Witness. Yep, BB. Yep. Infernal Hypernova. Dia de los Muertos is all about the dead, but Halloween is more commercial now. Yeah. Throaty and I'm by no means religious. In my thoughts, it's kind of like how some people still do Christmas things but aren't Christians. But this seems completely different. It really is. It really is. Too tired for this. Do Muslims in general believe that everyone will be judged by Allah when they die? Yes. Yes. Yeah. I love that you're getting Halloween ads. I mean, if you celebrate Halloween, you need to know what's on sale, right? I mean, yeah. Okay. Americanized holidays, this is Mega Omega, are a mishmash of things for money mostly. I mean, the Christmas tree has nothing to do with Christ, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'm wondering what came first, God or the idea of being judged after death? Ray Raku says, I don't know, man. Being raised from the dead sounds really spoopy. Halloween? Blondie, that's a little harsh. What if you're a revert? A Muslim is a Muslim. It doesn't matter if you were born Muslim, if you've reverted. We have the same rules. Everyone has the same rules. And Chantal, she knows that Halloween is an important holiday to her. This is something before I reverted, where anything that was important to me and I wanted to make sure if it was okay in Islam or not, I looked it all up before I even said the Shahada, which is just the testimony of faith that makes you a Muslim. I looked all of that up. I did months and months of reading. Like, okay, what about this? Well, what about this? But what if that happens? I looked all of that up. Where Chantal knows that this is an important holiday to her, you would think that would be something that she would want to know before she made the decision to revert. Because you see that it's not a gray area. It's not pick and choose. This is a very serious thing. Shirk, it's idolatry. In Arabic, it's shirk. Idolatry, which is basically worshiping something other than God, is how Halloween is seen. So, for Muslims, committing shirk, that is a grave sin. That is a big sin. Juror number 6, as with everything, when you know better, then do better. Yes, of course, yes. Yep. So would you basically be judged to be like the people who don't follow Islamic teachings? Let me see, teachings journalist. Would you basically be judged to be... That's a good question. You would be judged as though you are a person who idolizes something other than God. So, Throdian, I celebrate Halloween and Day of the Dead since I'm Mexican. Yep. Lady J, I celebrated as a child as well. I am not bothered if others celebrate, but I choose not to. Exactly. And I think I can see from your photograph you might be wearing hijab, so assalamu alaikum. Margie, I grew up Protestant, pretty strict, gave it all up as soon as I could. Though when back in my hometown, I enjoy going to the church. It's so calming and I feel close to whatever you want to call it. Right, yep. Yep, Panda Pondu says I'm not Muslim and I don't celebrate Halloween. Yeah, some people want to learn more about the Day of the Dead. Yeah. Oh, Summer Cats, thank you so much. Yeah, Summer Cats, thank you. Thank you for recommending the Pet Loss Support Group. Just finished up. Very helpful. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so glad you were able to do that. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I'm so glad. Thank you.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. I'm going to put the Pet Loss Support Group link in the chat. I actually put it in the description of my future videos because people are asking for the link even outside of YouTube. This is for if you've lost a pet. It doesn't have to even be all that recent. I've seen people in that chat that lost their pet a year ago and are still really struggling. It's a support group with other people who have also lost their beloved pets. And you can just listen, you can participate, but there is a counselor present who facilitates all of it. And it's free. That's the number one thing. It's free. But you do have to register. Register as soon as you can if you think you might want to, because they fill up very fast. I'm so glad, Summer Cats. I'm so glad you were able to do that. So, you know what that means? You're playing Plinko. Would you like big balls or little balls, girl? What would you like? Big balls or little balls? And look, we have some Salah and Chantal floating around as well. We do. Let's get that music on. There we go. Yeah, big balls or little balls? Summer Cats. You wouldn't believe how long it took me to do that. Like a stupid amount of time. Like I'm embarrassed to say. You want big balls, Summer Cats? You got it. You got it. Okay, let's see. Those should be big. It reminds me of like mint. This is like black and... Oh, Salah got stuck. Salah got stuck in the bottom hole. Oh no. Here we go. We got mint balls.
I love you, Chantal. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Uh-oh. Oh my god. You get 2 balls. Oh, now Chantal's stuck. Salah's coming back out. Oh my god, look at that. How funny is that? They're coming through the hole. Oh my god. I didn't have this happen in all my testing. That's funny. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad you found that helpful, Summer Cats. It's such a huge loss, and some people just don't get it. And when you try to talk to people who don't get it, it's bad. You have to talk to people who get it. So I'm so glad you're able to do that. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. And for anyone else, if you're watching this on the replay and if the chat's not up or anything, it's all, I'm going to put it, it is right now in the description of this video, and it will be in future videos. I have it set to be in there for all videos coming up. So don't worry if you don't catch it. You can just look in the description. Okay. Jinx Journalists, yes, this is why you have to really know what you're committing to before you jump into it. Yes. 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 You filthy animal. Wasn't Salah technically not allowed to marry Chantal as a Muslim since she was agnostic prior to meeting him? A Muslim man can marry one of 3 religions. And it has to be what we call a woman from the book. And the book, we consider the Abrahamic religions. So she must either be Muslim, Jewish, or Christian. That's it. So being agnostic, if she was still agnostic at the time of their marriage, if she told Salah that she wasn't sure if God existed, it should have given him some pause, like, okay, let's see if she grows a little more strength in her faith and at least acknowledges God. That's the minimum, because she would have to be Christian, Jewish, or Muslim. So she would have had to tell the courthouse that she was Christian. Lucy Jane, how does Islam feel about not Halloween, but ghost stories and spooky stuff? We don't believe in ghosts at all. We believe that once a person dies, their soul stays where it stays. It doesn't come back. It doesn't come back at all. But there is something called jinn, which I've discussed a couple different times on the channel. We believe that God made three, humans, angels, and jinn. And jinn are made from a smokeless flame. They're around us all the time. They're a good jinn, bad jinn, God-believing jinn, jinn that don't believe in God. But basically, they're around us all the time. And I think what people may think could be a ghost might be jinn, in our belief. So no ghosts. No ghosts. Infernally Hypernova. Oh, the first thing I thought of was the thunderbird. Its eyes cause lightning and its wing flaps were thunder, but it wasn't a god. Interesting. You guys are having a good conversation. Margie, are you serious? I feel like you did the work and reverted for yourself. Foodie Beauty did nothing. What's new? And reverted, if you can call it that for a guy in a fake marriage. I don't know her personal reason for reverting, and it's not for me to know. In our belief, that's between her and God. It really doesn't matter. And when she took the Shahada, to me, in Islam, she's Muslim. She took the Shahada. She's Muslim. So, she knew last year it wasn't okay. Poison Petty 4, and now she's trying to backtrack. I think she's trying to go back on a lot of things now. Well, you know, once you really start living an Islamic lifestyle, yeah. I mean, if you haven't before, there are going to be a lot of things like, oh, what? Oh, okay. And some things we struggle with, but that Halloween, as I've read, is not something that, you know, that you can kind of go halfway in. You just can't. Just avoid it entirely. And just because she likes Halloween decorations isn't a reason to go in at all. But that is going to be her choice. Joanna Freedom, aren't all holidays rooted in paganism? Islamic holidays are not. I can't speak for everyone else, of course. That's true, Lindsay. She dressed up as Freddy Krueger in a hijab last Halloween. That's right, she did. Yep. Yep. Jinx journalist, it's very complex, but also very clear when you know what you're doing. Yes. 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 And as a Muslim with a channel that speaks about Chantal, it's not up to me to say if something is halal or haram. It's really not. It's just not, especially in judgment of another person, another Muslim. That is not for me to do. And channels who have very little knowledge, very little, or secondhand knowledge from people who weren't exactly pious themselves, trying to state what Chantal should be doing or not doing, I don't give them any credibility whatsoever. If you don't know, it's like the Dunning-Kruger effect, where if you know a little bit about something, you feel like, oh, okay, I know most things about this. I can talk on this. But the more you learn about it, the more you realize how much you don't actually know. Leave it to people who know and can find a credible answer. I gave you an answer from a scholar. That wasn't my answer. Blondie, speaking of someone who's looking, not Chantal, if I decided to revert, I'd be held to those standards, even though I was not taught it at birth. Correct. That's correct. Yeah, Chantal, like, I'm a revert myself. I'm held to the same standards. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah, no, we don't even, yeah. Chantal aside, and really that's one of the main reasons I even created this channel, to just dispel the misinformation she puts out about Islam. It is about her, but it's also like some of these things I speak about, it's not really about Chantal. Like, I'm just trying to clear things up generally, you know? Emily B., I'd imagine that what is considered celebrating Halloween probably varies heavily wildly to person. Is buying yourself Halloween candy celebrating or watching scary movies? I buy candy that is like in a multi-pack but doesn't have like Halloween decorations on it, or isn't like Halloween bonus, you know, whatever. I buy bags of candy. But it's not Halloween themed. Like, I don't even buy the Reese's like pumpkins. You know, a scary movie, that's, you know, that could be a little more like, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to watch scary movies? Some people really, really enjoy them, you know? And like, that's, you know, that's something, that would have a whole different answer. A whole different answer. If you're watching a scary movie on October 31st, you know, probably shouldn't do that. But as far as scary movies like by themselves, you know, that would be a whole different thing to discuss. Jinx journalist, I think Chantal has a lot of learning to do because she doesn't seem to know or have read the teachings and Islamic rules, if they're called that. She can't pick and choose some of these. Right. Well, she says she's been reading the Quran, she's read Hadith, and she says she's gonna do Halloween. As long as she's not worshiping the devil, she's fine. That's her understanding. And really, I haven't said much about Salah as far as like correcting her, because I don't think she takes correction from anybody, including him. But if he doesn't set her straight on this, he is highly negligent. He has to set her straight on this. This is her soul at stake. He has to let her know. Like, listen, you either misunderstood or you're trying to make it work for you. That's not correct, Chantal. You can't. So no stupid questions. There are no, as long as they're not nasty and, you know, like passive aggressive, no question is stupid. What if you just give out candy to the kids? It's still bad. Yes, Billy's eyelash, because you are participating. You'd still be participating, but without decorations nor dressing up, and with the mindset it's for the kids, just wondering. Yeah, no, that is participating. It is. I mean, you can give kids candy any other time. If you want to walk around your neighborhood and give out candy, I mean, people might call the police if you're doing that, but, you know, but it is participating still. It still is. Even if you have no decorations, you're not dressed up, if you have a child knocking at your door and you open it and give them candy, you have participated in the holiday. Yeah. Reiraku, atheists and happily participate in whatever is fun, though recently been trying to focus on traditional European pagan celebrations that are based on celebrating life, passing of years, nature. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let me catch up with chat. Cindy Lou Hupandu, are Muslim children allowed to do makeup, dress up, play if it's not connected to Halloween, or is that not allowed either? I would have to look into that. I don't have kids myself, so that's not something that I ever would have looked into for myself. I don't know. I'm just going to tell you straight up, I don't know. I don't know. Generally, we don't like, generally costumes and making ourselves appear to be someone that we're not isn't something that we do. However, if you're doing a tea party with your daughter at home, can you put on a wig or something? I'd have to look into that. I don't know. I definitely don't give answers if I don't know. I'll just tell you, I don't know. And things that, you know, you guys have a lot of questions sometimes that I'm just like, wow, that is a really good question. But it's something that I never thought of or never had to deal with in my own life. So, like, I don't have the answers. But if another Muslim in the chat does have the answer to that, please feel free to speak up. Of course, I hope you already know that. Yeah, Just a Gamer, you saw one channel saying she can observe Halloween. I mean, I would just encourage you to share this video. I can even maybe, I might just edit that part down that I'm reading that so it's a quick answer for people, because there's going to be so much misinformation out there and I almost don't even want to look. I'm so tired of these channels talking as if they understand my religion. You know, like, you don't have to know. You don't have to know. Yeah. Just say you don't know. Just don't even talk about it. Or like, Or you could question and chat with your audience. Like, is it allowed? I don't know. But I don't want to hear the hahem and the haram and all. You know, really, it's so unnecessary. It really is. It's not for any of us to say. It's just ridiculing my religion. And I know people will say it's ridiculing Chantal. I disagree. Not when it's about religious topics. We don't get very many trick-or-treaters anymore. I think of places like churches, schools have safe Halloweens now. Yeah. Marwa, exactly. She should do her own research about religion. I'd not trust Salah. Right. And yes, we are obligated as Muslims to seek out knowledge, not to accept answers from other people. That if someone tells you, oh, actually, that's fine. You can celebrate Halloween. You don't accept a person's answer. You ask for a source. You look it up yourself. You go talk to the imam at your mosque and get the answer. Don't just take someone's word for it. You won't be excused for that if you do. We can definitely watch the shrimp video quickly. I'll play it on like 1.25. So you have an idea of what she's talking about when she says makruh, because she doesn't at all. I don't. All right. Yes, exactly, Jinx Journalist. Thank you. I love to learn new things. I know you fact checked also, and don't just answer if you don't know clearly. Yes, thank you. Right, and I would hope that my channel is a little more credible for that reason. You know that I have a source. I can share the source with you, and if I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. I'm not just up here pretending to be an expert on everything. I'm not at all. At all. Catholics aren't supposed to dress as witches, as witches, or scary things. Growing up Catholic in Catholic schools, scary was everywhere. Interesting. Is there a channel explaining what haram is on your channel so you don't have to discuss it here for me? Well, Jinx, it wouldn't just be for you. A lot of people have that question. What we can... I think we'll just watch the shrimp video because that's a recent topic that has come up. And that's where she's getting the word makruh from. I know it is. There's no way it can't be. So, and it will explain what all of the differences are and why it's so important for people who don't know what they're talking about to, it shows why they really shouldn't be speaking about it if they don't know. Yeah, I'll play it on 1.25. We'll just get through it quickly. Yeah, I appreciate that you want to know even. I appreciate that. Oops. That a lot of you don't just take the answer of some creator out there who has no idea, and just go, "Oh, okay, that must be correct." Like I appreciate that you come over here and say, "Okay, what is it really? What is it really? Are you serious?" Okay. I appreciate that. All right, let's bring it up. Eating live shrimp haram? That's the name of this video. Put him down here. Okay.
Shrimp?
Okay, so this is, she starts right off. So this is what it is that we're going to be looking at. And she calls it jumping shrimp. When I looked it up, it's also referred to as dancing shrimp, meaning that the shrimp are still alive. They're alive when you're eating it. Okay, so.
Basically eating shrimp alive. So these shrimp are alive, guys, from the aquarium here. They're not going to be killed. Okay.
You're gonna try this one, babe?
Yeah. I'm brave.
A jumping shrimp?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So I was horrified. I realized that this is a cultural thing that I don't understand. And there are plenty of cultural things about the Middle East that other people don't understand that I may not agree with, but I, admit that it exists. I don't know anyone who eats this. For me, my immediate thought was, how can that be permissible in Islam? How can this possibly be permissible? And I don't think she even questioned it. It's a TikTok trend. She's got to do it. It doesn't matter, right? Eating an adult, I know. We all need, let's just take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath. We're all in the nest together. It's very, very cozy in this nest. If you don't mind being touched, let's hold hands. If you don't want to touch anyone or be touched, it's okay. But I think I need a hand. I think I need someone to hold my hand. This is tough. It's tough. She's, of course, her usual jovial buffoon self through all of this. Okay. Yeah, why didn't I say wings? Touch wings. Touch wings.
They're still moving.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, oops.
Close it.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh. I can feel them jumping, and they're jumping all over. Okay. Go for it. Oh, it's alive.
Try.
Oh, Bismillah. I can't.
What's this like?
Actually, it's a good flavor. Very lemony. Citrusy. The thing that weirds me out is them moving, and their little legs are sharp.
Let's say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. We seek refuge from Satan, the accursed. So we're having this discussion with God's blessing. Absolutely. Thank you, Kay Mary. She ate something called dancing shrimp salad. Dancing shrimp salad. And the shrimp are alive. And this is a TikTok trend, supposedly. Supposedly. And you know, Chantal and trends, she's got to do it. She's got to do it. One of the things Muslims have to be extra particular about is food consumption, also known as the halal status of one's food. On TikTok, a type of dish called the dancing shrimp salad has been making rounds thanks to its questionable appearance. As the name alludes, the Thai originated dish comes in the form of live, tiny shrimps that are scooped directly from the tank. After putting the shrimps in a bowl, they're then drizzled with spicy sauces. The trending dish has been attaining much publicity as of late, with many doubting whether it's truly permissible for Muslims to consume. Thanks to a query raised on Twitter, Islamic scholar Dr. Zulkifli Muhammad al-Bakri has just the answer we all needed to hear. And of course, I have this translated. So he is a scholar in Malaysia. Okay, this is him. So here are his credentials. So he's the former Minister of Religious Affairs of Malaysia. He's a former senator. He's a part of Muslim Elders, and he's a member of the Assembly of Muslim Jurists of USA. Oh, you're getting way ahead of me there, KMRE. Way ahead of me. All right, so he says, now here it is in Malaysian, and here it is in English. Makruh. Makruh on the side of Sayafi sect refer to Majmu Siyara Muhazab. Okay. But he says this, no, that's okay. That's okay, Kara Mary. That's okay. I want you to chime in. I want you to. So he says it's like torture. Okay. That's his opinion on that. I'm going to go into it a lot more in depth. Okay. So this is the same scholar, and this goes into far more detail. Okay. The Sayafi sect is in Malaysia. It's in Malaysia. I couldn't find anything else on this from any of the madhabs that I'm familiar with. Hey, Fugnut. How's it going? All right, so we have, this is cooking seafood alive. Now, I couldn't find eating seafood alive, but this is really right along the same vein, for sure. Definitely. I want to make that bigger. Okay. Here we go. All right, so the question. Assalamu alaikum, Ustaz. I have a question. I sometimes see chefs who cook seafood, especially octopus, when the animal is still alive. They'd heat the wok in oil, sauteed some ingredients, and then grab the octopus, which is still alive, into the wok. I can clearly see the octopus is still alive as it moves and slithers as it was cooked. Which brings me to my question. What is the ruling of cooking a sea animal alive? Okay. So when a scholar answers a question, they really go into it. And this is what I'm saying about people on YouTube who are giving religious rulings. As a Muslim, I can't give a ruling. Then you have people who aren't even Muslim just flat out saying something's halal and haram. You know, sorry, but this is the type of answer you get, okay? It explores all aspects of it, all aspects. And this is just one opinion from one scholar. There are going to be 20 others that give their opinion, and it's going to vary either a little bit or a lot. So, all right. Allah has prescribed proficiency in all things. Thus, if you kill in the least painful manner you can. And when you slaughter an animal, do it in the best possible way. And any of you should sharpen his blade so that the animal may be spared from the suffering of the slaughtering. Be quick. Make sure there's no needless suffering. There's a lot of rules about killing in a halal way for food. And that's what halal means. It even says you shouldn't be sharpening the knife in front of the animal. Don't kill another animal in front of the animal that's about to be killed. Yeah, it says it right here. Commenting on the above hadith stated the animal of slaughter should be relaxed by sharpening the knife and hastening the process of slaughter. It's also sunnah not sharpen the knife in front of the animal which is going to be slaughtered, and does not slaughter the animal in front of other animals. So on cooking animals alive specifically, it doesn't get gory, okay? I'm just going to tell you because I'm very sensitive to that. It doesn't. Generally, cooking an animal alive is impossible for other than seafood, because for any land animal, for their meat to be permissible, it must first be slaughtered or killed according to the Syaric. If not, then it is considered a carcass and is prohibited for us, which means Muslims, it's prohibited for we can't eat it. Likewise, any parts of the animals that are cut or separated from a living animal are considered as carcass. That's not for us to eat. Whatever is cut from an animal while it is alive, then it is dead flesh. And that is not okay for us to eat. However, it is different for sea animals. For all sea creatures are generally permissible and halal, and doesn't need for slaughter for its carcass to be considered pure. Lawful to you is game from the sea. Its water is purifying and its dead animals are lawful to eat. So overall, things from the sea are fine to eat. Okay, here's what Mary was just talking about. When a person catches a fish that is still alive, he has to wait until the fish dies first before he can eat it. Likewise, it is makruh to roast the fish alive because it will hurt it unnecessarily. And what does makruh mean? We're gonna look at that. Basically, it means it's not haram, it's not halal, it is strongly disliked and discouraged. You're not going to receive a punishment if you do it, but if you avoid doing that, you will receive a reward. I'm going to have this stuff linked also. Disliked. The reason is a fish is an animal that dies easily. Hence, one can wait until it dies first before cooking it. A shrimp, take it out of water, it's going to die pretty quickly. And you can wait before cooking it or eating it. Furthermore, Al-Nawawi also said that if the fish is swallowed when it is still alive, or the fish that is still alive is cut and some of it is eaten, then in this case there are two opinions. The most sahih opinion is that it is makruh and not haram, so it is disliked. There isn't a specific like this is absolutely wrong and you're going to receive punishment. But if someone does wait for it to die before they eat it, they're going to receive reward for waiting because it's merciful to the animal. While the second opinion is that it is prohibited, and this is the opinion of Al-Ghazali. Thus, this includes all other sea animal or creatures which follow the rulings of fish. Conclusion. We conclude that the ruling of cooking seafood alive, such as fish, octopus, or others, which means animals that live in the water, is makruh, disliked. Disliked. However, it is best if it is killed with the best way, or wait until it dies before cooking it, because usually sea animals wouldn't live for a long time on land after being separated from the water, especially when we are commanded to be merciful and kind towards animals. This is Islam. We are commanded to be merciful and kind towards animals. Hence, being merciful and kind doesn't mean cooking it alive. This is a scholar, okay, saying this. The same, since the act of cooking animals alive doesn't show the character of a Muslim who is kind and merciful, being sympathetic, loving, and kind towards other creations as commanded in Islam. The reason is the act of cooking an animal alive is part of hurting and torturing the animal. We end with a hadith for all of us to reflect on, where the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, anyone who does not show mercy will not be shown mercy. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all clear understanding in religion. Ameen. And Allah knows best. What do you guys think? We're commanded to be kind and merciful to animals. Taking a fish, shrimp out of the water and waiting for it to die isn't that much nicer, to be honest. Much nicer than being bitten into by one of Foodie Beauty's teeth. Or being swallowed whole and dying in her stomach acid. I would think so. I would think so. So glad you're here, Kaya Mary. So let me show you a little bit about like makruh, halal, haram, all of that. And this is really where we get into the YouTube scholars giving rulings about different things that they have no business giving rulings on. This is where that's a joke anyway. It's a joke. But just to show you the nuances that it is involved in this. Much nuance. Much. And I do have this linked in the description if you guys want to look at it later. If you're interested, whatever. Okay. So we have halal, mustahab, mubah, makruh, and haram. These are all Arabic words. But this person who wrote this is an American revert, so this is going to be very easy to understand. Old broad, it sounds crazy and ignorant, but is it okay if someone else kills it? Well, it has to be killed humanely. So these shrimp just needed to be taken out of water and allowed to die. That's all that needed to happen. That's it. So there are two main categories in Islam, halal and haram. So people are always asking me, is Chantal halal or haram? She has to be haram. Look at her. She's haram, haram, haram. So what is halal? Halal is permissible. It's okay for Muslims. It's perfectly fine, halal. Haram, forbidden. You can't do it no matter what. What is halal, permissible, is divided into 4 subdivisions based on the way in which they were made allowable. This is where sometimes you'll ask me a question. I'll be like, well, and then you'll be like, you didn't answer the question. There's a lot to this, a lot. That's why I'm saying you won't hear a Muslim say about Chantal if she is doing something halal or haram, like definitively, because it's, first of all, it's not for us to judge. Secondly, we're aware of all these things. We're aware of all this. So there's really no way you can say, unless it is really, if it's clearly, if she's drinking a shot of rum, okay, haram. But there aren't a lot of things that are like this. So something that is fard. And this is where people were confused about, actually, Mama Mayhem, it's on each Muslim to seek knowledge for themselves. We're not real, I mean, he can guide her, but it's not up to him to teach her. She has to do that herself. So fard, and this is where people were like, oh, is hijab like required or not? It is. And these are the different categories. This is what I'm saying, fard. It's obligatory. It's something that must be done. If we do it, we're rewarded for it. If we don't do it purposefully, we're punished for it if we don't repent. We are obligated to worship God alone and follow his commands. So that's one category. You have to do it. Have to. Hijab is fard. It's an obligation. You must do it. And if you don't repent, and if you purposely don't do it, you will be punished for it. So people saying she doesn't have to wear hijab, she does. She does. She doesn't have to wear the one she's wearing, but she does have to wear it. Just saying it because it makes me so mad that she's making a mockery. I'm happy to learn about all of this because I'm Christian and have no idea. I love to learn. Yeah, same. Okay. Mustahab is something that is recommended, and these are the acts which are encouraged by the Prophet alayhi wasallam, if peace be upon him. If we do them, we're rewarded. If we don't, we're not punished for it, no matter what. Prayer is fard. It's an obligation. It's one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Prayer, hijab, there are some things that are absolutely, no question, are required. So mustahab, something that's recommended to do. And the acts are here to help us get used to obeying Allah and his Prophet. And by doing the mustahab acts, the fard acts, which we're obliged to do, will be easier for us to do. So something that the Prophet, peace be upon him, used to do regularly, things that he recommended. Oops, sorry, hit the mic a little bit. So mustahab, recommended. You should do this. You should probably do this. It's going to help you in the end if you do this. That's another category. The next one is mubah, allowed. There are some acts that are allowed and they don't affect our faith or relationship with God. Like, you can do it. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Makruh. And this is where we looked at the shrimp. This is the shrimp category. And like I said, this is linked in the description if you want to take a closer look at it. It's disliked. If we don't do these acts, we will be rewarded. If she sees you have an opportunity to eat shrimp while you're alive, and she passes it up, she says, I don't want to do that, she would be rewarded for that. Salah will be rewarded for turning that down. But if we do them, there's no punishment. So it's disliked, but it's not like you absolutely cannot do that. So it's like, it's part of halal, but it's at the very end of the spectrum of halal. You know what I'm saying? Like verging on, don't do it. But there will be no punishment if you do it. But it is better to avoid them because they may be harmful for us and they can lead to haram actions. The purpose behind makruh acts are to protect us from some harmful acts if we abstain from the makruh to begin with. So basically, it's a slippery slope. You do something, oh, it's not haram, it's disliked. Probably not a good idea to do it. You're not going to be punished specifically for doing it, but it's a slippery slope. You start with that, who knows where it's going to end up. Avoiding it trains man in self-control, and woman, and it's easier to avoid haram acts if you avoid the disliked. And it places a barrier between the believer and the haram acts so that in times of weakness, a person would only fall into the disliked rather than the forbidden.
And then we have haram, forbidden. An act is haram if Allah or his messenger, peace be upon him, ordered us not to do it. Don't eat pork. Don't drink alcohol. Don't get intoxicated using a substance. Haram. Don't cheat on your spouse. Haram. If we avoid these acts, we are rewarded. And if we don't avoid them, if we do haram acts, we are punished. And the purpose behind the haram acts is to protect man from things which are extremely harmful to him and society, either physically or spiritually, to test man's faith, to differentiate between the true believers, weak believers, and disbelievers, to help develop man's awareness of God by forcing him to refrain from certain acts, even though he may not be able to perceive the harm in it, even if you don't understand why it's haram. So those are the categories. Those are the categories. So eating shrimp alive, disliked. She won't be punished for it. Salah will be rewarded for avoiding it. It's unnecessary. And as the scholar said, it's torture. It's torture to the animal. Torture. So. And yes.
All right. So that's it. That's basically it in a nutshell. If you want to watch the rest of that video, I'll put it in the comments below. I'll put it like I'll pin it to the top if you want to watch the rest of it. Yes, let's go back to our autumn scene to continue talking. Okay. All right. I did see a few questions. Okay, let's see. Yes, Cowboy Dog, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Let me scroll back a little bit. I saw a couple of questions. And I am not a butcher. Just so you guys know, I'm not a halal butcher. There are specific procedures that are done, and I am not an expert on it. Some people want to debate me in the comments if they're vegetarian or vegan, and I just don't have the background for that. I don't. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to eat it. You don't have to. You can think I'm a heathen for eating meat. That's fine. You know, I just don't have the credentials to speak on it from an educated way. I know my limits. So, all right. Marissa, you have said you don't wear one. Is there a mentally for that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. If you could clarify, please. Hey, Fran, we're here right now. What is the punishment that's mentioned? For what? Punishment for what? Oh, Marissa, you have said before that you do not wear hijab. Is there a penalty for that? Yes. Absolutely. It is, like I gave the example there, it is obligatory. I know, Marwa. It's obligatory. And we, just like Chantal intends to celebrate Halloween, we have free will, and we choose to do what we want while we're here. It's obligatory to wear hijab, and for myself, I don't wear it all the time. And I will answer to that with God. God and I will have a discussion about that. But I don't answer to the general public, or anyone on YouTube, or even an imam at a mosque. That's not for anyone else to judge but God. And I realize that. I realize that I will have to answer for that. I'll have to answer for everything I've done in my life. Absolutely everything. Like when someone does haram things over and over, what is the spiritual punishment? There is, well, if you're asking if there's a hell, yes, there is. There is a hell. It's called Jahannam. It's the Arabic word for hell. Now, as far as like different levels and everything, I haven't looked into all of that. Like, and I would, Cowboy Dog, even if I knew, I would really hesitate to talk about that on YouTube, because people have tried to weaponize my channel in the past, where to say, oh, well, this is haram. Here, it's right here. It's haram. So that means, Foodie Beauty, because you bought 12 pumpkins and you put up 6 Halloween decorations and you celebrated it 2 years in a row as a Muslim, that means that calculates out to the 7th bottom level of hell. And I'm not going to participate in any of that. So even if I knew, I probably wouldn't discuss it here. There are so many detailed things to Islam that I don't discuss on this channel for that reason. I'm just, I don't want to be used to be weaponized against Chantal. I don't. And like there's, and this isn't directed at anybody here. I'm just saying in general. I truly mean that. It's just like, sometimes I'm talking and it makes me think of something else. It's literally not directed at anybody. It just makes me think like, oh yeah. But, of course now I just forgot. So oh, I don't know. It'll come back if it's important enough. Mm-hmm. Yep. Texas Voodoo, I hope you're feeling better today. When we are able to communicate with orcas. Oh yeah, the orca and shark discussion. Oh my god, orcas are like gangs. They're like gangs. Hey cowgirl, I have a sort of unrelated question. Does believing in horoscopes go against Islam? Yes, it does. It does. It does. Wicked Weird Wednesday, I appreciate you being so honest. Absolutely, yeah. I have no reason to not to be, If something's like too personal, like if you're asking about like something personal in my life, I might choose not to answer it. But, I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to say, it's too personal. Like, oh, someone asked when I reverted. It was in fall of 2012. But I'm still learning. Like, I have so much still to learn. Like, I can't even tell you how much I have to learn. And, Dunning-Kruger effect, right? I've been a revert for 12 years, and that only makes me realize how much I don't know. How much I don't know. So you can imagine someone who's not even a reverted Muslim has, knows it kind of secondhand, like, oh, I'm just going to mouth off. Really, It's concerning, but I have no control over that. I only have control over what goes on over here. So I do the best that I can. As a Christian, I would never judge you for not wearing hijab, though I do appreciate your daily hijab post. Thank you, Mary Ann Moronsky. Yeah, no one can judge me for not wearing hijab. Other Muslims can't judge me for not wearing it. Literally no person on this earth can judge me for not wearing it all the time. No one can. Just like no one can judge Chantal for a lot of things, and I wish, she does so many bad things as it is. Like, we don't have to look at it from an Islamic perspective. She will be judged by her creator. That is going to happen. You're not going to be a witness to it. But rest assured, it will happen. It will happen. And calling her out here and now, while we're all still here on this planet, it really only works against the people who are judging her in our belief. She is required to seek out knowledge, though. She is. BB, I'm 10 minutes behind, but love how you educate without chastising or preaching. Those who hear the call will come. I love that. Truly appreciate you and your channel. Teeny tiny balls, please. Thank you so much, BB. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh yeah, baby. BB wants teeny tiny balls. Okay, we can do that. Look at these. Look at them. Look at them down there. Having all kinds of issues. Let me clear them out first. All right. Now we'll do the tiny balls. Why are they coming from down there? Oh my god, I can't even tell you how long I worked on this. Are you kidding me? There we go. It involves physics, believe it or not. I have to look up, like, physics for this app. It's unbelievable. The XYZ positions, rotations, everything. I have to coordinate that all myself. That's why it takes so long. Okay. Teeny tiny balls. All right. Teeny tiny little balls. Teeny tiny little balls. Okay. Let's put in a... Okay. All right, let's see how this goes. Wait, that's a $10 super chat. We're gonna give you 10 balls. Yes, we are. Oh, they're so tiny. Oh my goodness.
I love you, Chantal.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?
One ball. Let me make them a little bit bigger and see if that makes a difference. I want you to get more than one. Let's make them a teeny tiny little bit bigger. Oh, they're not that big.
I love you, Chantal.
Oh!
I love you, Chantal.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?
2 balls. 2 balls. Awesome. Thank you so much. Do you like the pictures I chose for Salah and Chantal? Oh, thank you so much. And I appreciate you saying that I try to educate without chastising or preaching, but I know that I am perceived as that by some people. I am, and it's not my intention. I might get a little bit like, blah, 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 but it's not intended to be that way. So if you are perceiving that, I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry that it comes across like that. I don't intend to. I am trying to work on it, actually. I catch myself like, okay, let's just dial it back a little bit. So if that's turned you off to my channel at all in the past, I apologize. I don't want to sound like that. Hey, hi. Oh, my little dog just came over. Hi. How's it going? Yes. Just scrolling through the chat here. Intensive purpose. I feel like a lot of the Chantal is haram talk comes from not just a place of lack of knowledge or ignorance, but from conflating the rules of religion with the rules of a state. That's a very good point, intensive purpose. That's a very good point. I was just reading an email that has been sent to the Canadian Embassy in Thailand. It is unhinged. And similar letters have been sent to a government body in Kuwait about Chantal. And just as unhinged. And you're right, conflating the rules of religion when really these people don't, that's what I'm saying. The basics aren't understood. So calling someone out for sinning in their own religion, people are just like, actual Muslims are going to be like, she will be judged for that. That's really not for anyone here to say. And if it's against the law, like a legal thing, I'm going to need some proof. And the stuff that's being presented, there's no proof for or isn't even illegal in the first place. So, yeah, that's a very good point. Yes. Wicked Weird Wednesday. I love the daily hijab posts. I honestly think a lot of modest clothing is really stylish. Me too. Me too. I've taken a little break from that. I ended it in September. I will return to it. I haven't been feeling well the past couple days, but I'm going to put a bunch up and they'll just be scheduled to post automatically. I already have them all saved, like ready to go. What's your opinion on her smoking cigarettes? I have no opinion, Charlotte reads. I don't care what she does to her body. She's only limiting her oxygen saturation level in her blood even more than it already is. Her lungs already have a decreased capacity. She's dumb AF for smoking cigarettes. Like, ridiculous. So that's my opinion. If you want to know religiously, I don't really want to get into it. So many Muslims smoke, it's ridiculous. You know, they do. A lot do. I don't. I've never smoked, thank God. Thank God. It seems really tough to quit. Mama Mayhem, I have a question. What made you want to revert? Yeah, I have a video on this that I had to private. I might be able to put it back out again. I privated it when some new people came into the community and were threatening people, and, you know, because it had some information in it that I thought could have been used in a harmful way, so I privated it. But I do tell the entire story in the video. I'll tell you this: when I didn't convert for a man, I didn't convert for a country. I converted after I returned to the United States. I wasn't in Egypt. I wasn't in a relationship when I reverted. It was a choice that, it wasn't even a choice to me, actually, because I was reading about Islam every day. Because I just have a curious mind, you know? And I'm just like, huh. And after living in a majority Muslim country, so many things I had experienced for myself not being Muslim in Egypt. I had experienced things that I was reading in the Quran. I was like, oh yeah, that is okay. That is how that's handled. And just having that curiosity, well, what else don't I know about? And then coming to this moment where I said, do I believe all of this that do I believe in the 5 pillars? Do I believe in the Shahada, the fundamentals? And I shocked myself. It sounds so weird, but I just did like a personal inventory. Do I believe this? I said, oh my God, I do. Oh my God, does that mean I'm Muslim? What? What? Oh my God, do I have to convert? Because I do believe this. It shocked me. I know it sounds so dumb, but like I didn't intend to. That wasn't my intention, like learning about it as if like, okay, the goal is to convert. That wasn't at all on my mind. I just love learning about things. And I was like, oh, wow. And the more questions I had, I've always had a very firm belief in God. And every question I had, I would ask God, please make it easy for me to find the answer. And I would find the answer. And then I would have more questions and more questions and more questions. So coming to the conclusion, oh, wow, I think I actually am. I think I am. And when I decided, I said, okay, I guess this is it. I had like a half a bottle of wine in the kitchen. And, you know, I used to like to drink wine with dinner. I haven't had a drop of alcohol since that day. And that was the first thing I thought of, like, oh my God, I have alcohol in the house. And I just went and like poured it down the sink, threw out the bottle. I was like, okay, I guess we're starting. We're starting as of now. So that's it in a nutshell. There are, of course, more details, but that's the general story. Thank you, Fran. I've learned a lot about Muslim religion that I had no clue about. I appreciate that. Fran, you're a very open-minded person, too. You know, you're a good student, you know? Even if you're not here to learn, like, you do pick it up. So, it's nice. Very nice. You filthy animal. I love learning new information that I more than likely never would have cared to learn before the Kuwait arc. I mean, Chantal teaches us. Part of it is like, okay, is she BSing us? Let's look that up. Is she BSing us? Like Mount Everest. As soon as I heard that, I had never even heard of base camp before. I'm like, what's base camp? Looks like I'm buffering, maybe. Oh, what's happening there? Okay, I think we're back, maybe. Okay. Okay, hopefully we're back. What about Mount Everest? Yeah, when she said she was going to do Mount Everest base camp, like, I just looked it up immediately. I was like, what is base camp? I've never even heard of that. And I looked it up. I'm like, she's insane. That's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Well, I started learning more and more about mountaineering and Mount Everest itself and other mountains. I mean, Yeah. So I learn a lot through Chantal completely indirectly. Like, she just kind of threw it out there. And then I'm just like, whoa, I learned a lot. So, yeah, a lot of people have learned about Islam due to her ignorance. Just like people wanting to be like, I don't think that's true. And people Googling or finding my channel. Inshallah, God willing, they find my channel. Because Googling can be confusing when it comes to Islam. It can. It can. That's why you got to know what you're looking at. And some people don't. Great Dane Mom, I love this channel. I find it very interesting learning about Muslim. I'm not, but I find it very interesting. Thank you. Thank you. Chantal teaches us the worst of the religions. Allah's not much better. Well, I think if she said, this is how it is. However, I am really bad at practicing and I'm not doing things correctly. I think a lot of us would have grace for that. Like, okay, hey, at least she knows. But she gets so, like, cocky. Like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, what? That's not even right, you know? Oh, Fran, I'm sorry. Your shoulder's really bothering you, huh? Yeah. I am pagan, but I love your channel and respect you. I love learning lots about religion. To me, it's fascinating. Thank you, Great Dane Mom. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super sticker.
Oh yeah, baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I learned a lot from you guys, you know? For sure. Oh yeah, they can't do Mount Everest, no. I mean, did you really, Anne Margaret? Everest is a whole deep dive. I got really into it a few years ago. There are a lot of books about people's experiences, right? Not quite sure where Chantal thought she was going. I think she thinks that there are like benches along, like as she walks, that she can stop and rest. I think that's what she thinks. Like it's a national park. You can just stop and rest whenever. Have a picnic off to the side, you know? I think that's what she thinks. Yeah, professionals die all the time. And even if she just went to base camp number 1, even that is difficult, I guess. Like, it's not just a hike. You could be an advanced hiker even just to do base camp 1. You take time to learn and expand more. She just thinks she knows it all. Dunning-Kruger effect, you know? She knows enough. She thinks she knows enough, and what's disturbing is that she feels confident in her knowledge enough to, like, spew it out to everybody. Yeah. This live is helping me a lot right now as I have hit autistic burnout and am currently decompressing. Oh, Juniper Lawrence, I'm so glad. Welcome. Well, you're safe right here in the nest. Just come chill out for a little while. Totally fine. You're good. You're good. She doubles down on misinformation. Yep, Billy's eyelash. Yep. Panda Pondu, you said my channel is void of personality. You make me sound so bad. And I'm doing different things. I posted some concert videos. How do you like that? I don't care what you do with your channel, Panda Pondu. I couldn't tell what kind of person you were from your channel. When we were doing, like, you know, thoughts of, like, how each of us look or how each of us are, like, in real life, and we were just guessing with each other. Like, looking at you, I was like, I don't know, I'm not getting anything. But do what you want with your channel. You don't have to do anything for me, you know? And people have channels for all different reasons, too, you know? Some just, like, post family videos or, you know, all kinds of stuff. So, yeah. Fun fact, chickens don't feel spice. You can toss them in a Carolina Reaper and they'll gobble it up. I don't even know what that is. Throdian, I don't care for organized religion much. Oh, I don't care for organized religion, but I love how much I've learned through you. It's super interesting, especially since I live around a huge Muslim community here. It helps me understand better. Thank you, Throdian. That's a huge compliment. Because I have friends who, like, detest organized religion, will have nothing to do with it. Like, it's not even a passive, like, I'm not into it, they hate it. And for you, you know, so if you're not into any kind of religion and you're like, but I've learned something, I take that as a huge compliment. Thank you. Thank you. Are you serious? Do you think they're ever going back? And the pets? Yeah, well, I think Salah will go back. I don't know about her. Who knows? Salah will go back. You can. The pets? I don't know. I don't know. She lies, you know. Can you imagine her with her oxygen bottles and backpack on her way to the top? Nope. She could have Sherpas carry her and she wouldn't make it. Sweet sea monster, I started watching mountain climbing and cave exploring videos, and I also have an interest in antisocial traits, and I could see the dots connecting during some interviews. That's funny. Yeah, I don't understand. Now, you know, mashallah to anyone who gets out there and climbs Mount Everest. Or any mountain, for that matter. I've climbed one, and I will never do it again. Ever. Ever. I was hungry for days afterwards. You burn like ridiculous calories. But I feel like you see these stories of like parents who are doing it and die on Mount Everest. And I can't help but think, like, when I got my dogs, okay, my dogs only have me because there were some of my dogs that had some problems. And they weren't gonna be adoptable by anybody. I bottle fed these guys, you know. So if something ever happened to me, you know. So when I got these guys, my driving became much more careful, much more defensive. Driving, just careful in general, not taking even small risks that I might have before, because I'm like, I gotta be around for these guys. And then you see a dad or a mom climbing Mount Everest, where over 300 people have died this year alone climbing the mountain. And it's like, why? You have kids. Why? Why would you do that? I don't know. I don't understand it. But I think these are just... Okay, should be back. I saw we were buffering. I don't know why it does that. I don't know. Wicked Weird Wednesday. I'm not going to say which mountain because it's very close to where I live. So. But it's not a big one. It's not a well-known mountain. It's not big. It is a mountain. Like, people do set out to climb it, but, like, it's not some... Like, any amateur mountain climber would not see it as an accomplishment. I can say that. They would probably see it as a big hill. But for me, never again. Nope. It was even cold at the top. I was like, I didn't know about this. I didn't know to bring extra clothes. I had no idea. I went with a couple of friends. Oh my God. And there was one part, my friend's husband had to like pick me up and lift me up onto this rock. I couldn't get up. I couldn't get up. There was no way. No way. There wasn't even a place to put my foot. Nothing. Up you go. Okay, now we can continue. Oh. Have you seen the woman who climbs and gets to the top and puts on a bikini? No, I haven't. I haven't. Oh, a Texas Voodoo. I totally consider my dogs when I'm taking care of myself because they have no one else either. Also, I've put provisions in my will. Excellent. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Fran, and her hijab was loosely wrapped with bling on it. She does not have private practice. Oh, you're talking about the physician? Yeah. Yep. Panda Pandu, I thought about what you said about me being a former Beezer and a Christian. You're wrong in both cases, but I like your brains. It is statistically likely to be both in Cornwall. That's true. That's true. Yep. Oh, are we missing anything? Do we... Wait. Oh, we were going to check to see... How long have I been on? 2.5 hours. All right. You know what I think we'll do? I don't know. Let me ask you guys. We still have to do her live stream from today, and we were waiting for when her chat came up so we could watch the chat with it. Do you want to do that now, or would you like to take a break and have me come back later tonight? Which would be best for you guys? Let me do a poll. I think I'll probably come back. I'll do a poll anyway. Let's order pizza. Sounds good. Okay, Texas Voodoo. All right, have a good nap. I think I am going to come back tonight because, I'm sorry, because I have to be somewhere by 7. Thank you, Texas Voodoo. I have to be someplace by 7. It's 3:30 where I am now. And I think if we do the live stream, I'm not going to get there in time. So, but let me see what the poll says. And it would be like 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, like in about 6 hours or so. Thank you, Marwa. Do it at 8 p.m. You'll donate big. Fran. You don't have to donate ever. You miss the night ones because you're 5 hours ahead, Daisy? Thank you, you filthy animal. You have a meeting at 1, so later works for you. Chantal can wait. She can always wait. Daisy Jones, I can always come on earlier in the day, another day, like even tomorrow or the day after. So, all right. Okay. So, 61% of the nest, 60% of the nest does want me to do it now, does want to do it now with me. Yeah, I just know myself. I just know myself. It'll probably take, and I don't want to keep doing super, super long streams because they become intimidating to people. Like, I don't want to watch 4 hours of something. So, yeah. I will go against the poll, unfortunately. I think, hey, Becca Boo. Oh, Becca Boo. Becca Boo, I'm actually logging off now. Oh, no, I still have to get ready, Jinx Journalist. Like, I've already showered and everything, but, like, I still gotta do hair and makeup and get dressed, so. And it's 3:30, and it takes me a half an hour to get there, and I gotta get there before 7. So, I don't, yeah. I know. Yes, we can definitely Holy Spirit activate before I go. Of course, Billy's eyelash. Thank you for suggesting it. Yes, absolutely. I love it too. Thanks, Fran. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, we need to activate for sure. So we have energy for the rest of the day. Let's activate the Holy Spirit. I still love watching this video. Holy Spirit activate. I still love watching it. Just something about it, you know? Something about it. Makes you want to get up and go. All right, let's go. Whoa. This has to be addressed. Apologies. I'm not going to give you a half-assed experience here with the activating. No, not at all. That should be good. All right. And he needs to go. We'll just have him peeking out over here. Like, hi. Okay, here we go.
Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Activate.
Hey, hey, they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit, but you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways? So
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey, hey, better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Activate.
Hey, hey, they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit, but you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways? So
Holy Spirit, activate.
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey, better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
Activate. Let's go. Holy Spirit, activate. Oh no. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay. Activate.
Hey, hey, they say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit, but you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways? So
Holy Spirit,
You better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey, 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 hey. They say I ain't saved cause I cuss a little bit, but you're the only judge that I need and that's it. They always in my business cause they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible but they ain't applying it. The Holy Spirit activate. If you do it right now, that would be great.
All right, all right. The Holy Spirit has been activated. You have a great rest of your day. If you can see me back here, like 8, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific, I'll be back here so we can go over that live stream with the chat. So if I see you back here, I can't wait. If you catch me on the replay tomorrow, hey, I'll catch you then. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the support, for listening, for being open-minded, and for the super chats. Thank you so much. It really means a lot, everybody. Thank you. And please hit the like before you head out. Okay. And thank you so much, everyone. I'll talk to you real soon. Okay. All right. Bye.